What's up, lads and ladettes? How are we all doing today? I hope we are all doing fantastically well. So in today's episode, we're going to be doing just a little bit of I say a little bit, it might be a longer video, but today we're going to be doing a little bit of a hunt. Okay, we're going to be doing a hunt. It is episode 21 of the 2022 hunting stuff. We are going to be using something that good old Lawspade has let us borrow for a little while. We are going to be using this Leoi Shock Dagger, and one of the reasons why I'm using this is because I want to get used to using a dagger. Right, I want to get used to using a knife, because the plan at the moment is to level myself up to a point where I can use the Akis Fire Dagger and then pair that up with an acceptable amp and basically try to buy it as either a bundle or just get them both off the auction house. That's kind of the plan. That is the plan, and you might be wondering why. I think that will probably be my best chance of having at least some kind of midpoint DPS for my level. That's kind of the goal. You know, I have looked at getting things like the various Mind Force chips. I've looked at getting a number of other things, but the good thing with the knives is, according to one of you guys, and from just some little bit of independent research on my behalf, like on my part, is knives seem to be the best way to level up your HP, like to increase your HP. So that is also the plan, because the more HP you have, the more abuse you can take, and then the more you'll be able to hunt bigger things before you actually have to heal up. So that is the plan. So I'm gonna start this little run here. And I've got it all on Loot Nanny and all that sort of stuff. And the things that we're going to be checking as well is we're going to be seeing what sort of skills we get back. And today we're going to be hunting some boar. So what I might do is I might just throw this up here. And this video is probably going to be like, I don't know, 40 minutes long, maybe less. Like if there's a section of the video that's kind of stale, then obviously I'll cut it down to size. And I'll have pretty much only what's necessary and all that good shit. But yeah, let's just get stuck into it. And before, like in this starting bit, I do want to talk about a couple of things that will be happening in the coming, the coming weeks, hopefully. So in about 2 weeks, I start my Cert 3 in IT, and essentially for the next 2 years, I'm going to be studying IT, and like next 2 years, maybe longer, depending on what I want to specialize in. I'm going to be studying IT, and I'm going to be doing it from home, so I'll be able to set my own schedule. I won't have to worry about travel to and from the city and all that good stuff. So one of the things that I want to do is while I'm studying, I want to focus a little bit more on myself. I want to focus on myself a little bit more, my physical health, mental health, all that sort of stuff. And one of the things that I want to work on as well is this channel. Now, a few weeks ago, or maybe longer, I said that I was going to be keeping this channel as just sort of Entropia, and that I was going to try to move things across, like all the extra stuff I was going to move across to another channel. It is turning out to be far more of a headache than I had initially planned. It is far too much of a headache, and I can't be dealing with it. So this channel will probably be, I say probably, this channel will be sort of a variety channel from here on out. It will have a variety of different games, and it's funny. I think about it, and I think one of the main reasons why I was going to separate things wasn't just for have everything having its place and all that sort of stuff, because I still think that's a good idea, but it's too much of a fucking headache, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to put it all on here. But one of the other reasons was I was worried that you guys, right, and this is going to sound so stupid, I was worried that if I was to say upload other videos, that for some reason you might think that I don't play Entropia Universe anymore, even if I'm still uploading Entropia Universe videos, right? So there was this, there's that mindset of if you upload other things, then I don't know, people will just disappear, and then everything you've built up over like the previous 2.5 to 3 years will just be gone. Like, you know, just like that, just poof, gone, scattered into atoms. You know, and it was a thought, and I'm like, oh well, you know, to avoid that, I will just upload to a different channel. Now, certain things will be going on on a different channel. These are things that I'd be doing like long term. You know, like I said, Mountain Blade and things like that will probably go onto the Iron Helm. I'm yet to start that. I've been very busy. Dealing with school stuff, dealing with government stuff. Tax. I've been busy. I've been a busy boy. Okay. It's busy. Just busy. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, time just gets away from you. And I'm finally going to actually have time to set aside and be like, okay, this is the plan. This here is the plan. And the good thing about and finishing what I was saying before, I thought that you guys wouldn't, you know, would check out, so to speak. You know, if you guys were to be like, oh, he's uploading something else, I guess he's not uploading Entropia Universe anymore, might as well check out. That's what my brain thought. And then I realized, hold on, you've had comments from other people saying that they'll watch your shit either way, and there are some that have said, like, straight up said, we're here for you. So, you know, it's one of those things where I'm not worried about it. I'm not all too fussed. But it was going to be simpler. It was going to be simpler having a separate channel. But it's turned out to be far more of a headache than I really wanted it to be. So I figured, fuck it. I'm going to be too busy with school anyway. I'm going to be too busy with school to manage multiple channels. So it's all just going to go up on here, whether you like it or not. Which, at the end of the day, is the mindset that I should have. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to do things. Now that brings us to another thing. Live streaming. See, it's all about, you know, it's all about the fuckery at the moment. Live streaming. I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to be doing when it comes to live streaming. Whether I'm going to be live streaming or not. No fucking clue. Absolutely zero clue on whether or not I'm going to be live streaming. Because like I said, I'll be studying. I'll be doing my schooling thing. I've got actual life stuff. You know, family, kids. You know, dog, cats, a lizard, some fish. I've got life things as well. You know, I have life stuff. So the thought pattern at the moment is I'm going to hold off until I have a decent schedule, a decent school schedule, and a decent... Hey, Paplon! I love getting Paplon. It's like 65. Cool. I've actually you get a mission. A scouting resources mission. I fucking love that they have this on Next Island. You think about it, right? I'll get back into what I was saying in a sec, but there is a daily mission that encourages you to find fruit and stone and dung, but no one gives a fuck about dung. Fruit and stone. Encourages you to find fruit and stone. So it kind of encourages you to do a little bit of a free-to-play sesh. What would be really cool is if they also had a daily mission, and they might, I don't know, a daily mission to collect sweat. You know, collect, even if it's only like 500 bowls of sweat. Collect sweat. You know? And then you could double up. You can do that. You could do the pig mission, you know, like the little piglet mission. You could double up. You can double up, boys! But yeah, I like the fact that they have that. It's quite good. Okay. So, back to what I was talking about. So, with the live streaming, I'm gonna wait until I have all my days good, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna be doing when it comes to live streaming. If I do live stream, it's probably gonna be... I'm going to try to keep it in the same sort of vein as this channel, what this channel will be, and have it as a variety kind of stream. You know, have it as a variety thing. So if I'm playing through a specific game, then that will be the thing that I'm streaming. Okay? If I'm playing through, but if I'm not playing through something, then obviously it'll be whatever game that I want to play at the time. Probably Entropia Universe or another MMO, if another MMO comes out that I enjoy. Right now, there really isn't. If I'm 100% honest, there's not really another MMO that I really enjoy. It is just one of those things of, there's a thing with modern MMOs that I just can't wrap my head around. Entropia Universe has a really good specific feel to it, which I really love. Every other MMO seems very, very samey. You know, very, very samey. Like, there's an endpoint, right? The entirety of the game, you don't even worry about the story or anything like that. The entire premise of an MMO these days is grit your teeth, bear it, then get to the end game. Which I fucking hate. Back in the day, right? Back in the day, there was lots of stories, right? Back in the day, there was lots of stories. When it came to MMOs, it was a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. You get into a role. There were characters there were characters that you loved. There was like villains that you loved. There was and memorable characters, right? Like I think about playing World of Warcraft when I was younger, and there were certain enemies that were memorable. Arthas, right? Arthas was memorable. Onyxia was memorable. Even Hogger was memorable to an extent, you know. But these days, I couldn't I think about the bad guys from let's say Cataclysm, the big fire dragon. The fuck was his name? You know? I don't know. I don't remember the name of the big dragon, but I remember him bringing back Regulus. Right? Was it Regulus, the big fire, like the fire lord spirit guy? You know, I remember him. But I don't remember the name of the other one. Was it Regulus? No, it wasn't Regulus. Oh, well, hold on. It was Ragnaros. Regulus was the dragon, was the death dragon from Rift, right? Regulus was the death dragon from Rift. Ragnaros was the a main elemental bad guy from World of Warcraft vanilla. Anyway, I digress. Let me just get myself back into this. The point is, there's not a lot of MMOs that I've really been able to kind of sink my teeth into and really enjoy. Which is a shame, because it's a series, it's a genre of game that I really love. And it's, I don't know, it's just something about modern MMOs that I just can't wrap my head around. There's just a specific thing about them. They're not enjoyable. They're just not enjoyable. The only thing that motivates people to play them is to get to the end game, to see what the end game is like. Some people have said that Final Fantasy Online, you know, has that amazing sort of story. I couldn't enjoy that either. I couldn't enjoy that. Like, there was just something about Final Fantasy Online that I just did not enjoy. But one game that I have played recently, which has kind of rekindled my wanting to diversify and play other games again, believe it or not, is actually Overlord. I don't know if any of you guys have played Overlord before, but it is an RPG where you play as the aforementioned Overlord, and you use your minions and you go around various places, and you essentially kind of conquer them. You go through different areas, you fight different bosses, you fight different stuff. You basically fight different heroes that killed your predecessor, right? So you fight heroes and kill heroes that kill your previous predecessor, but the funny thing is, I think pretty much all of these quote-unquote heroes had turned evil. Like, the first quote-unquote hero that you fight is a dude named Melvin, who is a halfling, who's like 8 feet fucking tall, 2 billion pounds. You beat the shit out of him, and then you pop him like a balloon. And he was eating people. He would eat people of a nearby town called Spree. So there's a lot of cool stuff in Overlord, and I like the story. I like just the stuff within it, right? And that's actually got me into playing video games again for what they are. And that, I think that's one of the reasons why, just swinging back to the start of the video, I think that's one of the reasons why I want to start doing a variety of video, like a variety of games on the channel. Because I want to play some of these games again. I want to run through some of these games. Some games that you guys might enjoy, might not enjoy. But they're things that I enjoy. Things that I like. You know? And if it's a specific game that I might be able to get done in like a couple of episodes, then it's a couple of episodes. There's with certain games, obviously there's going to be some editing shenaniganery, which is a given these days. Like, there's only so many times you can sort of run back and forth between one spot and another spot to get something done before you're like, you know, I'll just edit this bit out. You know what I mean? Like, do you get what I mean? And it's one of those things where I have to, which this is the good thing, when I do make these videos, I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to edit them. Editing is very good for the brain. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's going to be good. And no, before anyone asks or says something in the comments by the vein of, hey man, you do you, you know, we'll always watch your stuff, just do what you want, blah 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 blah. This isn't about that. You know, this isn't about that. This is I don't know. I'm just shooting the shit, really. I'm just yeah. Making another channel was just going to be too taxing. Managing a separate channel, like, holy shit. Like, some of you guys might not know just how much goes into trying to manage a channel, especially if you want to grow that channel. And man, trying to grow a second channel while studying and working on this channel was just going to be way too stressful. So you guys will just have to put up with it. You guys will have to put up with extra content. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid you guys get extra content, am I right? One of the things that I will be doing is I'm thinking about adding webcam, or I'm thinking about adding camera, you know, face cam to those videos. Not so much Entropia Universe, because Entropia Universe is very non-camera-y. Now, there are certain people that do use that will use a webcam or a camera, but usually they're doing post commentary. Like, I know DM Zone, he has the gameplay up, and then he has his camera, and he's doing it more like not a vlog, but an informational piece. He's talking to the camera while there's gameplay in the background. He's already played the game. He's already got the gameplay footage, but he is then able to, you know, edit it how he wants without needing to fuck with any of the audio. And he does all the talking bits. He does it on camera, and he puts it up front. A style that I personally really, really like, really respect. And a style that, you know, I can't do because I like commentary in the moment. But yeah, but DM Zone does this very specifically, and, you know, I think it's very good. I think it's very good. And yeah, but I want to talk about some of the games that I'm going to be playing in the future, and a couple of things that I want to do. I really want to do a series where I'm just playing horror games. So I want to do a horror game series with the face cam and all that sort of stuff, because I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I love horror. I love horror movies, right? And I'm not easily startled or scared whenever I watch a horror movie. Horror games, though. I'll be the first one to tell you, when it comes to a horror game, I am a fucking coward. I am a wee little chicken. Okay? Holy crap. Like, there are some horror games where, like, just thinking about it today, games that I played in the past, would I still be spooked by them? And I reckon so. The first horror game that I ever actually played was a game that my dad installed on the computer, which was called, I think it was Last Half of Darkness. And, like, at some point in the future, I'm going to have to play it for you guys and play it on the channel, but game freaked me the fuck out, right? Spooked the ever-loving shit out of me. What was another one that I played when I was relatively young? Not long after getting the PS1. Now, I think I was like 6 or 7 when we got the PlayStation. I think I was around about 6. Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2. Couldn't get past the start. Why? Because it freaked the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me. And then I couldn't get past it, right? Obviously, these days, not an issue. Because when you're young, that shit's freaky. For some people. Not all people find that shit freaky when they're young. And, you know, I would like to do kind of a horror play series. Not like Resident Evil or anything like that. I'm talking about, you know, the one-off. You know, you might play it for, like, you might complete the entire thing in like 30 minutes to an hour. You know, one of those story-driven ones. Hey, got ourselves a global! Fantastic. 17 PED, fantastic. I like seeing that. That's what I like to see. I like to see globals. And, yeah, that's always a good thing to see. Gets us up over the top. Now, we haven't gotten Incision Plate yet, which I was hoping we would, because I get really good luck when it comes to the Incision Plates. I have all 7 now, by the way. I have all 7 of my Incision Plates. I'm very happy. And, yeah, very nice, very nice. Very, very, very happy for that. Because now I don't have to grind out over and over and over again these village boars. Now I just need to grind out other things to upgrade them. But that might be a job for future me. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that just yet. I might look at doing something else instead of grinding those out. But I've got my Incision Plates. I wouldn't mind getting... At some point, I'm just going to be buying a set of 5B plates as well. I'm just going to buy them. Oh, our Knife Fighter hit leveled up. Fantastic, 26. We need to be like 30, either 32 or 33 before we can start to utilize the Akka's Fire Dagger. You're not proficient in it until like level 38 in hit and damage, something like that, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We get there when we get there. And, but yeah, man, horror, like, scary games have always been my bane. Especially jump scares, because you know that they're there, and you can expect it, but it's very jarring. And I think there's a difference between being a passive observer, because I never jump whenever I'm watching someone else play. It's only when I'm actually in the moment, which I think is like a part of the experience, being in being in the control seat, as it were, and sort of seeing what's what. What we might do is we might get to 200 total loots, and then we'll probably call it a hunt. And yeah, because we got that global. Don't want to stretch my luck too much. We'll probably dip below the 100. We'll probably get into down to 95%, unless we get a couple of decent hits. We'll probably dip down to about 95% return, which is sort of the average. And then we'll probably call it quits. And the good thing is, we won't actually have to go in because we can see what our total returns will be here. We don't actually have to go to a machine, a TT machine, to have a look. It's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Well, not always a good thing, but it's a good thing to have. You know, just being able to look and be like, oh, okay. That's always good. What sort of loots are we getting? The loot variety is not actually very good at the moment. I haven't had the best day of loots today, so that's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, if I really wanted to stress things, I can always go back to Calypso and work on a few things on Calypso. But I'm not gonna worry about it. It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue at the moment. Yeah. I actually need to figure out what I need to do next, like what I want to do next. I could always go to Cyrene and work on some of the missions that are on Cyrene. Kind of get that ball rolling. Because there's a couple of, there's a couple of mission chains that will get you like an unlimited weapon. Which could be good. I don't know if it's worth the time, but could be something worth it in the future. Don't know. Or if I just want to find a mob that has decent markup stuff and just grind out my knife fighter skills. That could be another one that I could do. Just grind out the knife fighter skills. Then once I get the Acus Fire Dagger and the amp for it, whatever one is the most efficient one for it, then I can figure it out from there. I don't know. I got no idea. But yeah, so there's something about me that you guys didn't know. I do not do well with horror games, and I think it might be fun, especially playing some of those games that I've always been meaning to play, but I've never played before. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I have never played it, but I've been meaning to play it. I just haven't, because I'm a coward. Because I'm a fucking coward. That's why. Another one is Cry of Fear. But again, coward. You know, and yeah. There's a few others, like old school, like Amnesia. I would like to play Amnesia, but you know, coward. What else? Maybe some of the Dead Space games. They're a little bit easier. Like the third person, like action orientated horror games, like Resident Evil, Dead Space, and things like that. They're a lot more. They're a little bit different because even though you're in the moment, it's still very separate. You get panicky moments, right? Like whenever you come across like I remember playing Resident Evil 3 like on the PC back in the day, and whenever Nemesis showed up, you know, you shit your pants every so often, and you know that was you know, not out of fear but out of oh shit. And yeah, that was always fun. The chase was always always fun. And okay, and you know what else used to bother me as a kid? Now I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of a thing. Tomb Raider 2. In the mansion, there is a butler. Okay, now he's just a butler, but he used to freak the fuck out of me when I was younger. He was just creepy, and I knew he was completely harmless, right? I knew he was completely harmless, like a completely harmless NPC carrying around drinks and beverages and foods and all that sort of shit, right? He still freaked the fuck out of me. No idea why. He just did. I don't know if it was the sound that he was making or like the old man sound. Because from memory, he used to make like a little bit of an old man sound. You know? You know, the sort of old man sound. Oh, I dropped my chips kind of sound, you know? Like it sounds like he was going to expire any minute. Yeah, I used to just lock that motherfucker in the freezer. It was like a freezer or a pantry. You can get him in there and then you can shut the door. And then he couldn't come out. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I think when I first played it, I used to think he was like a ghost or whatever. Then I realized he was just a manservant. He was just a butler. Didn't make me any less, bothered by him. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm afraid it is what it is at the end of the day. And we are just about dunskies with our... we're going to get to 200 loots. And we are just about dunskies. We're probably going to be breaking even on like markup. Maybe? Maybe not. Actually, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be... Nah, we're probably not going to be breaking even on markup. But that's fine. It's fine. I can handle it. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. I'll just have to... Oh, we got 3 balls right here. Oh, wait a minute. That went up to 1 more. Screw it. 201. 202. We'll go to 202. 202 total loots. Fantastic. We'll kill this one. And then we will... we're dunskies. We're done. So, yeah. I don't think we're... I think we're... Well, yeah, 95%. Around about... Just below 95%. It's close enough to call it 95%. So just about 95%. We're not all too golden, if I'm honest with you. We're not all too golden. So this would be like an extra 1-2 PEC. An extra 1 PEC there. What about fluorite? No. Yeah, no, this didn't pan out. But let's have a look at the let's have a look at some skills, man. So we got decent amount. We got 62.4703 total skills. That's nice. What was our combat stuff? We would... Ooh, yeah. Our DPP, only 2.79. Ouch. Critical hit chance was quite low, and our miss chance was quite high. Yikes. It's not really the best of numbers, is it? It's really not. It's not the best of numbers, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to end that run. And I'm probably going to end the video here, so just keep in mind, if you've made it to the end, you don't need to comment the whole... Oh, don't worry about blah, blah, blah. You do you. I know. I've got it. I'm all good. I get it. Okay? I know some of you guys care quite a bit when it comes to my well-being, mental and all that sort of stuff, but don't worry. I'm all good. I'm just figuring things out as I go along. As things prop up in life, we have to make changes. Okay? So, anyway... I'm going to be leaving it there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one.